The Restart Your Life program is it's about long-term health change rather than just an 8-week challenge. It's based off 24 weeks, so 3 8-week cycles in which we split up the focus of each cycle into something a little bit different. The research indicates that 24 weeks is the optimal time to create long-term exercise adherence and to help long-term weight loss. When you sign up to the program, what you're signing up for first is an induction session. It's about an hour to an hour and a half. It's myself and Zach will take you through what we expect from you and what you can expect from us, so that you know up front exactly what you are getting yourself in for, so that you don't over or undercommit. And that's critical because it lets groups start to form, and it's all about letting you just make a good informed decision rather than doing like a one-on-one consultation with, a lot of people. So the commitment in the program, the first 8 weeks, is 2 to 3 exercise sessions a week. We provide 3 supervised sessions a week for the program. The other big commitment is self-monitoring of calorie loading and just participation in a group setting. So you don't have to share openly everything in your private life in the group. We don't expect that. If you're not comfortable sharing in an open forum, you can share it with us personally. We give you an email address, we give you a Facebook group that's private, that no one else can get into or see, except people that are within Vector Health or within the group. And we have, a set rule is that, what goes into that group is not taken outside of that group. But if you're not comfortable with that, we're more than happy to share it privately. We want you to share it to help make you accountable. One of the biggest outcomes for us is you can say to us that I feel better. Like, that's the first thing that I'd like to hear. I don't necessarily care about weight loss, I care about health. If you don't lose as much weight as you say in the first 8 weeks, but you feel better and you can exercise more, and things like your blood pressure, resting heart rate drop, you have become a healthier person. That is the first key. And at the end of 24 weeks, you can say, let's go to the park and run around. Let's go for a bike ride. Let's go to the beach and run around all day because I'm not tired anymore, because I'm the energetic one. That's what we want out of this program. If I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to a person that is at the moment unhappy with their weight. They're unhappy with their health in some way, shape or form. And that could be mental, or it could be physical, or it could be emotional. And I'm speaking to a person that wants to change. And not wants to change in 6 months, but wants to change something right now. Doesn't matter how big the change is, but you've got to want to start now. If you want to start in 6 months, come to me in 6 months. You've got to want to start right now. You've got to want to come in and be open. You've got to be open to change. You've got to be open to sharing back to us what your thoughts and your feelings and your fears are about this process, so that we can help you the best that we can. Age is not necessarily important as part of this program. It's more about your readiness to change and the fact that you're unhappy right now about your weight or your health. The program isn't necessarily just an open and shut book. It does individualise to certain people's needs. This is our point of difference in that we're very good at catering to individuals in a group situation with differences in terms of illness, injury or otherwise. We're good at catering to people like that. So if you don't think that you're suitable, you probably are. First 8 weeks of the program is about coming in and setting yourself up on an exercise plan. So what we ask of people is 2 to 3 exercise sessions a week from the first 8 weeks as a minimum. We provide 3 supervised exercise programs in that first 8 weeks. We also then ask people to track their calorie intake in the first 8 weeks. We do provide some structured meal planning around helping people decide what to eat, but we don't expect people to follow that. We don't ask people to follow that. We know that stress and mental health or mental illness is correlated highly with obesity. And so we know that stress plays a massive part in people's lives. So the Restart Your Life program is all about trying to get people to manage their stress through exercise. Aside to that is really investigating and really working with them and if necessary, bringing a psychologist into the program to help those people that really need more specific help with managing their stress levels, because we know that at that point there, you're going to need that help. If you've worked for 8 weeks and you're not seeing a change, a lot of people then become despondent, and if they're not getting that change, we really look at the role of stress playing on the ability to lose weight. The second 8 weeks then is more about trying to establish good behaviours in nutrition. So this is, we've given you the meal plan, we've given you some resources. How are you going to take that, and what are you going to do with it? You know, you can copy something that's free off the internet, you can copy something that's been provided to you, but what we ask people then to do is to take that and make it your own, to make it more family orientated, and to drive people to then maybe help them exercise more during the week. So we ask them to do some unsupervised sessions where they might just go for a walk or get out in the backyard with their kids and run around with their kids a bit more. So we ask them to do maybe 4 to 6 exercise sessions a week. It's a very individualised program by then, and we still offer the supervised exercise sessions because that's something that's really important. And then exercise is one of the things that actually decreases people's stress, and we know that. The nutrition is still about monitoring calories, but what we ask people to do is, do you want to monitor 1 week out of every 2 and see if you can track along and keep losing weight and keep helping yourself doing that, so that you're not necessarily being really strict about how you're eating. You're more getting into a pattern of behaviour that will govern how you go about eating food. It's about asking the question and being able to answer very clearly, why did you eat that? When did you eat it? What was your intent behind eating that particular food? And everyone then should have that clear understanding, because, you know, we hopefully by then will have had a stress management plan that will work and will help them decide on their nutrition plan for the week. By the time we're getting to that 24 weeks, what we'd like to think, and our aim, is for people to be able to look us in the eye and say, I understand this process, I understand how to make this happen over a long time, and I understand how to make this stay the way it is, or to even get better if there's more weight to lose. It's not about saying, that's the end of the challenge, see you later. You know, we hope you enjoyed this. We want to see them, you know, whether it's in our gym or in another gym or somewhere else, we want to see them in 2 years coming back to us and saying, thanks for doing that, because I'm this person now and I'm different to the person I was. So Restart Your Life is a weight loss program. So the outcome you should be looking for is weight loss. But some of the other outcomes that are really important that will help contribute to weight loss is a decrease in stress levels, because that stress plays a massive role in not letting someone lose weight. We know that. So what we're trying to do is use exercise to alleviate stress. They're the sort of outcomes that we're looking for. An increase in happiness, an increase in zest for life, so that then you can be more goal directed. Because we know that if you're stressed or you're depressed, it's very hard sometimes to stick to a plan, because eating is very emotional.